Welcome back to the Suka Podcast. We have been gone.
It's been 2 weeks. We know you've missed us. We know you've missed our faces.
Your ears are like, they're screaming.
And they should be.
And we hear you. Okay, we're back for you.
We hear you. We feel you. And we're not going to listen to you.
We have been busy making a movie. You know how it goes.
Whatever.
You wouldn't understand. What's the joke? It's like, you wouldn't understand my truth.
This is my truth. Let me speak it.
Life is a box. Start slam poetry.
We did that. We did slam poetry.
We did do slam poetry. But we have been filming the movie Sorrow's Grave, which is part 2 of A Vendetta's Debt, which is right there. It's
going to be pretty sweet.
I think it would be really cool putting it all together.
Yeah, we've talked about this, the director's cut of it.
I think
Luke rearranged A Vendetta's Debt to be in linear order because it was in
which it should have been.
And if you don't know what linear order is, it just means that the movie wasn't in order of what like the events were happening.
Yeah, like it started with the ending.
Yeah.
The beginning happened in the middle. It's like usually that happens for... Really, it's just a unique way to tell a story. I don't know if there's any... Like, if you rearrange a Tarantino movie and to put it in order, it doesn't really get better if you... It's just a different way to tell a story. It's like you're getting
like
pieces of a puzzle.
Some people, though.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
it
a lot of
definitely
people
puts
were
a
like,
barrier.
What is going on? Like, a lot of people were like, I got it on my second watch.
Yeah.
Didn't understand it all on my first.
Which is what Tarantino says is, I want you to put the pieces together. Christopher Nolan's like, I want you... And obviously, they're a little bit better than us.
You gotta think.
Yeah. Which is like... As a filmmaker, you like those movies, but Walt Disney did not put Snow White in nonlinear order for a reason.
It's true.
We want, obviously, those are kids' movies. Cartoons are different.
This is basically a kids' movie.
Yeah, basically.
Just like when his brains get blown into the al dente. A little line there.
That is a little line there. I think that line would be cooler because you saw him get shot.
Right before, pretty much.
I don't know. So we're doing a premiere next. So this will come out Saturday. So 2
days.
2 days after we're doing a premiere.
Monday, July 10th? 11th?
10th. Because 11th is Tuesday, 12th is Wednesday.
Yep.
And that's where the movie comes out, July 12th. So we're going to do a premiere, and we're actually going to... I don't know. It's probably only Adrian's going to listen to this. Actually, no, Bryce listens. I think Bryce will hear this as well.
A good amount of...
Yeah, good, maybe.
They'll listen, but not the day of.
Yeah, everyone will see this. We're just assuming if you're good friends.
If you were in the movie and you're not watching this.
But we're going to play the whole movie and see how it looks. We always do. I mean, we've only done this with other movies, so yeah, we always do it where we have the movie with all the actors and people that were supporting it or want to come see it. I mean, we don't open it to the public yet.
Just it's not because we don't have the space for it. It's just because it's too exclusive.
It's too exclusive, and we can't fit that many people on there.
It's going to be a challenge already to fit that many people.
Where we've had talks about contacting a movie theater.
Yeah.
About playing it in the big screen. That would be sick.
That would be so awesome.
I really think we should probably put it in the full.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of weird because it doesn't look the same.
Yeah, but I feel like it's similar and not even... It'll be weird. I think it will be
we'll have to watch
definite...
it. Yeah, we'll have to watch
it. Cut.
I think if the score seems the same, most people will just be like, okay. Maybe, I mean, the way we shot it...
And if you're watching this and we're talking about this and you're going to the premiere, please just... Don't spoil it, guys.
Don't be a spoiler. Don't be a spoiler. Okay.
Don't be a spoiler.
But the pros of making, which is an interesting idea, is like when you're making a sequel, usually it's a full feature, so you're not thinking about adding it on. But this happens right after.
And we weren't exactly thinking of it as a sequel.
No,
it was like a spin-off more.
Yeah. Well, it was real small at first. Like a little spin-off. Then it grew,
minutes.
Then there was a poker scene.
And we're like, the poker scene.
Now, my only fear is that people are not going to think, is that the poker scene they were talking about? Where's Hitch? I don't think they would.
I don't think so.
If it starts in a linear, that means it starts with Trevor and I shooting.
Sorrow's Grave alone?
Yeah. No. If we played them both together.
Okay.
Maybe not, because they'll see.
Yeah, they will see Hitch die.
Well, then, so I think that means we'd have to remove the title cards.
Oh, true.
I've already done that.
Yeah.
And the way I did the movie is it goes scene, black screen, scene, black screen,
Yeah.
scene, black screen to pace you.
Mm-hmm.
which is helpful in the cut because you can just
Yeah.
right through them all. Release the movie on July 12th. A week later, release the director's cut. Is that not even...
I feel like that would be pretty sweet. Or we just watch the views, or like once people like kind of like stop watching, and then like we see that there's like people interested, and then they can see the full cut.
If you are a normal viewer and you just saw Sorrow's Grave, what will make you go watch the full version? I think the full version will be a better watch for someone who hasn't seen either.
Yeah, I think so.
So I think that could attract a new audience. The elite audience of people that are like...
The elite.
The elite. The people that are like, I'm locked in. I want to watch all this. I mean, it's going to be a 35-minute... That's an intense action. I mean, you're getting action.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there's story elements that are missing there, but from start... So it would start with Trevor and I outside shooting the bottles.
And then it would end with...
Just drop the... No one knows the ending but us.
Yeah, no. Us and Adrian are the only ones who know.
Yeah, I mean, you can probably figure it out if you know the actual...
Yeah.
And if you're part of the movie and we've told you the ending and we've told you that there's a different ending, you probably know what's going on. Because it's the way it ends, you're kind of like, well, the only other thing but that is this.
Yeah.
So you don't know what I'm talking about, and that's fine. Because,
very cryptic, very mysterious, and you don't get to know.
Because you're not a part of the Suka team yet. If you want to be, literally DM us and tell us you like our movies, and we'll probably let you.
We'll pay you. Not actually.
Yeah, you can pretty much get on our crew very easily.
If you just say like, hey, I loved a video 5 years ago, we're like, you're locked in.
All right, looks like you are doing everything with us, and we'll give you answers to everything you ever wanted. But so this kid the other day that saw actually a Vendetta's Debt through, I don't know what it was, like the TikToks or whatever, but he was asking about what lens. He immediately was like, what camera do I buy? What lens do I buy? Stop right there. You don't need to buy a camera or lens to be good. Like having your phone.
There's little films made on an iPhone.
I think we should shoot to get some marketing. Like let's shoot
Cole Bennett.
The camcorder.
Camcorder is pretty sweet.
Shot on a 1990 camcorder. How cool would that be?
That is so sweet.
So that would be a really bold move to make for us.
Yeah.
But
also, think about the zoom. That would be fun. 40 times zoom.
Well, we could just shoot it. We could have, if you're not acting, you could be on one of our actual cameras doing the 4K.
Oh yeah.
And I'll show you the movement, and we just play. You just literally are my hand, and you shoot the second with different shots or whatever, and we shoot the other. So if we want to go back to that we can. If we're like, hey, this did not turn out on the camcorder.
I guess we would have to some way run, because we can't run audio into the camcorder.
We'd have to do audio through. Everything would have to be synced. Everything would have to be.
It would be a big task, but that would be pretty cool.
That could be cool. But back to what this kid's saying. So he bought actually the M50, but the new one, the mirrorless.
Oh, okay.
Which that's a loyal warrior in our. The M50.
The M50 has been here for so long.
The first shot of Vendetta's Debt.
Almost every vlog, on your camera or my camera. That thing, though, both of those cameras have been warriors.
I think a big thing I should have done more with Sorrow's Grave, and don't worry, I'll come back to this kid so I can tell you the story. But a big thing with A Vendetta's Debt was the wide shots. There's a ton of wide. Like if you look at there wasn't a ton of wide shots in this, because I was trying to learn how to move the camera. I mean, it's good to have movement, but I need to remember that. I mean, there was some static shots in there, but I really want to see this movie all together.
I think it's going to be pretty sweet.
I think if I can use the score that Leo gave and just move it around.
And then honestly, just like look for things that sound similar-ish to it to like fill the gaps where you can't.
Yeah, and just play it together.
Yeah, I think it would be pretty cool just to see everything like mixed together, and it would be just cool in general to see A Vendetta's Debt in a linear order.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like there would definitely be some draw to that.
I do too, and I think that would be a fun movie for someone else to watch that whole thing.
Oh yeah.
And then it looks like we made a longer movie than we did on accident. But back to this kid. So he was asking, he wanted a 50 mm, and I want your answer. He was like, what lens do I get? I told him the Sigma Art, the 18-35, or just the 35.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay, but I want a 50. And I was like, no. You
That's
don't.
That's real close.
We started with the 50.
That's
and it
super.
destroyed us.
Oh,
Remember,
yeah.
he's using a crop sensor.
That's 75.
That's 75.
You're
We did not know that.
no. For so long, even when Luke had the Sigma 35, we were still shooting forever with like a 55-50.
Yeah.
35.
Well, so
I'm trying to think of-
there's full sensor cameras and crop sensor. Crop sensor goes in about 15 millimeters. So like a 35 on a full frame camera, which is like just bigger and better, basically. I would see Sam right here. If we used a smaller camera, it would have to crop in, so it'd be right here on Sam. So that means if you have a 50, we're literally at Sam's eyes right now. And we did that for so long. We shot a professional thing with someone.
Oh, yeah.
And we were like, we just got to keep backing up. If we would have had the 18
Oh, yeah.
with our 2 cameras, with our mics, are you kidding me? With our tripods?
I mean, and as we've progressed, sometimes we'll use like kit. Now we have basically
Vendetta's Det was the kit lens.
Yeah. Vendetta's Det was a lot of kit.
Yeah, now we basically have...
We've got like a souped up kit, basically.
We have the 20... We have every millimeter length we would want right now.
There's not really... Unless we wanted like a fisheye, which we could use on our phone, technically, if we really, really wanted it.
I think we have everything we need right now, but there's always more to buy.
Lights.
I know. I was thinking about that. Action. I was thinking about lights the other day of like having one really strong light, so we could use these 2 to set, and then that other one for someone's face. Mm-hmm. But we'll have to. I mean, we need briefcases because Sam and I want to make sure our gear is
safe.
Yeah.
And organized. Right now, the system is I carry it all in one trip. Like, okay, so you guys all know the grocery store, like, complex for men. You got to carry it all in on one trip. Yeah. That's what I have with the gear, is I'll have my backpack
Even
on.
just getting the lights in one briefcase.
That would be so nice.
Well, what did you see? So Sam was just on set. What would you... That was...
I think I can talk about it
a commercial
completely freely. Yeah, it was a set for a commercial. It was basically... This is the exact thing I've told every single person. So, you know Boy Scouts, they sell popcorn. Girl Scouts, they sell Girl Scout cookies. This would be an app for like sports teams to be able to send like a link or something to people so that they can buy popcorn to like fundraise for their team.
That's not a fun way to explain. That's a hard explanation.
Oh, yeah.
That's been cured in that mind
I have,
to get that perfect.
Everyone.
Yeah, you got that thing down. But did they have briefcases for their... I feel like...
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
They have
so...
Sometimes, because when we worked with Sam Davis, he just had the truck.
Yeah, so that's the thing is, for like their lenses they had briefcases. For the camera they had a briefcase.
And what camera were they using?
They were using a Red. I'm not sure of the model, but...
That'd be nice.
They had some nice lenses, too. They had, like, a briefcase with, like, 6 different lenses.
Did they rent it?
No, it was bought. They own that. Yeah. So, Kyle. Now I know Kyle.
We need to probably rent more gear.
Yeah. Because imagine we could... But I was talking... So honestly, I met this kid...
You could make a film with an iPhone.
This kid he was not a kid. He was, like, 22.
Yeah, because you were the youngest,
Yeah,
right?
I was easily the youngest. The second shoot day, there was a guy close to my age, like 23, 24. He had just graduated from GVSU with, like, a communications major in, like, film and photo. They called it something weird.
Yeah, because they probably don't have an official film.
It's not a film program. It's like I don't know. It was something.
I know where this is going.
And maybe not. He works at, like, a camera rental shop.
Oh, no. That's not.
Yeah. And I was like, how much does it cost to, like, rent, like, an Ari? And he's like, I don't know, like $1,500 to $2,000 a day. I was like, and he's like, that's just the body, though. Not including, like, cage, camera, lens. I'm like,
all right, looks like we're shooting on Canon.
Like, but you could probably get, like, a sick deal, right? And he's like, I mean, it'd still be, like, $1,000. I was like... Yeah, but, like, what about less?
I was thinking you were going to take it as, because what I've been hearing a lot is my mom, for some reason, has talked to a ton of film students wherever she is. Like, she'll talk to like she talked to someone that so I was at my girlfriend's graduation party, and her aunt was there, and her daughter graduated from NYU for film, and she was like, she is nowhere close to what you're making right now.
I will say, I've heard...
Same thing from DePaul.
Yeah. I hear so many people, like, on videos,
well, like,
on
what
people
is this,
I've met.
the kid you talked to?
Oh, so here's what his thing was. Now, I'm not trying to trash on him or anything, but I want to say what he said.
Yeah.
And I feel like it kind of speaks a lot. He's only been part of things that were involved with school projects. And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, so do you, like, want to... Like, what do you want to do on, like, a film set? What would be your, like, ideal job? And he's like, everything.
Yeah, you can't.
And I'm like, you're not doing anything, first off. And he's like, I'm like, are you, like, wanting to, like, make any films? And he's like, not really right now. And I was like, there's not a whole lot of direction.
Well, we talked about there's no drive.
Yeah.
Like, on a film set, like, you and me were like, let's go!
Yeah, we're so excited. We want
even
everyone to just be, like, at our excitement level.
Well, we were on the set with Sam Davis.
Yeah.
Who's won an Oscar. Obviously, he was there, right? Like,
Yeah.
But, like, the other people, I did not realize that it's just a job to so many people.
Yeah. No, 100%.
And that's what it's like, if it's not just a job to
I
you.
kind of understand for, like, a grip.
Yeah, maybe.
But, like... It really is just like a job.
I mean, you and me were like, wow, there's no one's optimism is.
No.
If you just are like, let's go, obviously we have a lot of lucky things happening.
Yeah, that is true.
We pretty much are the luckiest,
luckiest lucky boys in the world.
We literally are, though. Oh, we need a location? Trickles down into our hands. And we also have, like, it's very rare to have two highly motivated, like, grind all the time.
That work, or that week... Where I was on the film set, I was exhausted at the end of it. Because we had filmed the first 3 days of the week.
So Sam's producing and acting.
Yeah.
And we did Monday through
Tuesday, I worked.
Oh, yeah, because you weren't there.
Worked actually.
Yeah.
Then, Monday, Tuesday, we also filmed. Wednesday, we also filmed.
Wednesday you weren't there,
Thursday.
though, because you were on the road.
Yeah, no, I was not there. But then Thursday, I was there.
Thursday night.
Yeah, Thursday night I was there. But Wednesday, Thursday, 12-hour work days each day on top of already like 40.
And
I was so tired.
Not even complaining. Sam wasn't even complaining. Getting.
I was getting whipped.
but you did get paid for the beginning.
Yeah, I did get paid. I didn't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to choose my words carefully here because I don't want to be disrespectful because it was very professional. Everyone was very nice there. But it took, I had known about the job for about a week, and I was like texting the one guy I knew on the.
Maybe word it as, what did you learn to do for our stuff instead of saying what they did? Now you might fill in the puzzle pieces here, but
I think it's very important to give people what their job is going to be, as well as a call sheet of some kind, like maybe the date or like time, location. Instead of just the day before giving them something, even like a little bit of a text ahead of time.
Yeah, like, hey, do these days work? Like, what we kind of did, because this was your first time technically being like the coordinator, was like, you did a great job of individually connecting with each person on, which, you're going to have to distribute that, obviously, when it gets huger. Or bigger. I've never said huger. Jeez.
I was like, huger. Yep.
Yo, it gets huger. But you know what I mean? Of like, hey, can you do this today? Does this day right?
Yeah,
that's right?
So I've been reading Producer to Producer by some lady. I'm not sure.
With a giant elephant on the front.
Yeah, it's got an elephant tight walking. It's like the best book for independent young filmmakers to like. And
it's a big book.
It's 400 pages and it's a textbook.
Oh,
it is officially a textbook that's used like in film.
I'm gonna need to read that baby as well.
It's big. I'm like, sometimes I have a hard time reading it. Not like knowledge based, but like just like it's long pages. I read 4 pages today.
Hey, give us that info.
So there's tons of different producers that fall under the producer tag. Like there's producer, executive producer. So producer is basically just someone that heads up all of like it's kind of an all-encompassing term, it feels like.
Yeah.
I'll just move on to like the executive producer is someone who funds and like.
They're kind of like
they're
that's like the
Here's
actor
some
that's
money."
producing it too.
Yeah,
right?
or like if they help with the script.
Yeah.
And then there's the associate producer, I think. There's a lot of them, and I don't feel like I've got a good enough explanation for each of them.
Yeah, we can jump into it when
Yeah.
Sam's done with the book. But what I took away from what you told me when it was fresh on your mind was the producer's job is mainly to hire the people below and keep track of those people to do the jobs.
Which I originally had kind of felt like that was the director's job. Because like maybe in my mind I'm like thinking of like Disney animator or like a Disney animation. That I feel like the director has like checks all of that like, and maybe that's just like visual stuff.
Yeah, it's probably more of like, it's weird. I've actually been really trying to study Pixar storytelling.
Oh yeah.
So I've been going in.
Oh yeah.
That's
so weird.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
But like it's such a collaborative. It's more of a collaborative thing with like cartoon stuff. And in Disney, I've been watching The Imagineers for the 5th time.
Oh,
that just gets me locked in.
If you need motivation or you love
well, maybe
Disney.
not, because we're motivated to take over the world by watching it.
Yeah.
I don't know if most people are gonna see that. We watch it, we're like,
if you need inspiration for imagination, inspiration for some imagination.
Well, it's just like this is something that someone's done. If you think like we do, you're like you see someone do something, you're like, I want to do that.
And I feel like there's no one.
Well, what we've learned is like there's a lot of great people making films, but there is a huge opportunity of there's a lot of people that want to be filmmakers that'll be a part of a film set and that'll work, but
I think that's the people that view it as a job.
But I think that's true, but there's also a lot of people that are like, I love film, like maybe this kid you talk to, maybe the NYU girl and what's DePaul kid that went to these film schools are like, I love film, I watch movies, I study them, I've learned in school, I've been on productions at school. I just don't know what I'm going to make. I don't know when I'm going to make it. Once you get the ball rolling, good Lord, it gets so much easier.
Good Lord.
Good Lord, it gets so much easier. Like Stu got the ball rolling for Vendetta's Debt. Vendetta's Debt gets, and there's all these little productions.
And now
we're like, I'm so ready to make the rest of these. And I'm like, there's the films lined up.
Yeah.
We're just going to be home run. I mean, maybe watch him get like 10 views.
That would be so crushing.
We're about to hit such a dip. I already know. And we're both going to have to be like, we can do better.
We're not giving up.
There's a lot of stuff coming, but we just wanted to check in just a little chat with you.
Just a little bit of a chat.
We didn't want to be away for too long from you guys.
We took a little bit of a break. We got a little tired.
Well, we got a little off with the original vision of this podcast is if you're a young filmmaker, if you're someone who loves film, this is your place. This is your place to check in on what we're doing.
This is your safe place.
What we're doing. We love you. We're not going to review a ton of movies anymore because we know we suck at reviewing movies.
We're just going like this on our phones. So did you hear about Oppenheimer again?
And then we're like this. Yo, Oppenheimer's gonna be good, but Disney sucks. And that's all I gotta do.
3 episodes like that if you guys want to go watch them.
See you later.
Have a good day.